Tribe, how you guys doing? So this is just gonna be a quick drop. The Masked Singer, we are Group C. We are getting down to the semifinals, so they gotta see who they gonna send to the Super Six. We were down to four. I think it was three. Three. We had broccoli, mushroom, jellyfish. So we were down to three. So the guest judge was Jay Farrell. You know, he does all the impressions and stuff. Okay, yeah, yeah. So the first person we had was Jellyfish. Jellyfish did Don't Start Now. I don't remember who sang it. Now, some of the clues that I saw was arenas and football, and I was like, is it a football wife? Is it somebody that's married to an athlete or something like that? They said that the guest person that like speak for them was their sister who was good with numbers and crunching numbers and stuff like that. So if she hadn't just had a baby and all that other stuff was going on, I would have said Sierra. Even though I don't think the voice matched, but I was just thinking football wife. I don't know. Then I was thinking now some of the stuff they came up with where they got to Kylie Jenner, they did a good job of bringing it back to Kylie Jenner, and I was like, maybe it is Kylie Jenner. Like I don't know if Kylie can sing or not, but I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't necessarily think it's her. Now I'm gonna tell you who I listen. Now work with me, y'all. This is a stretch. I know. I know that this is a stretch, but work with me. Y'all know that Terry Bradshaw. I believe Terry Bradshaw was on the show, but don't quote me on that. But I think he was. You know they have that new reality show over to the E channel. Him and his daughters, and one of his daughters used to do pageants. And one of the things she said was, "I've never been on a stage like this before," which means that she's been on other stages, but she's never been in this type of situation. The whole situation with the X's and O's and the football or whatever. But that's a stretch, y'all. I know that's a huge stretch. But anyway, but I say all that to say I don't know who the hell it is. Okay, now then we had Mushroom. Now remember that my first guess with Mushroom was Frank Ocean because the person seemed to be like playing games with his tone and texture. Although I'm convinced it's a guy now, we still are not speaking whether it's a man or a woman. They sang "Unconditional" by Katy Perry. Once again, they gave us a whole different thing going on. Now some of the clues they had like either a boxing ring or wrestling ring, I guess depending on but a ring. And then they had another one. I forgot to write it down. I think it's Tay Diggs. Now, remember, I was trying to remember last time, and y'all thought I was talking about Todrick Hall. Even though it could have fit Todrick Hall because we still have the clues as far as Broadway and doing Broadway shows. But Tay Diggs, one of the clues was a bull, and they were like maybe Chicago. Tay Diggs did Chicago, the Broadway show Chicago. We know he did Kinky Boots. Todrick Hall also did Kinky Boots. I would go with either one because I think some of the clues early on could have gone for Todrick Hall as well, and I think some of y'all put it under my comments. So I'm saying it could be Tay Diggs, it could be Todrick Hall, but that's who I'm guessing. Tay Diggs did come up. I don't know if they've. I think maybe like the first or second week, one of the judges may have guessed Todrick Hall. I'm not sure, maybe not, but I think it's Tay Diggs. And when they did, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. But there was something else that happened that as soon as that person hit like that first note, I was like, oh, "That's Tay Diggs." But we're gonna get to that in a second. So then we have Broccoli. Now I was saying that Broccoli was either Ferris Bueller. I know that's not the person's real name, but for whatever reason, Matthew Broderick. Oh gosh, because I know 20 of y'all would have left it under my comments. Matthew Broderick. But y'all be looking out for me like that. I appreciate it. But when this person performed, I was like, nah, I don't think it's Matthew Broderick. Some of the clues was Moose, Beatles. They said that they were older than the microwave. So that definitely eliminated Matthew Broderick. I don't think he that old. Now, they came up with a couple of good ones. Paul Simon, because then of course they had to think of old people. I mean, I shouldn't say it like that, but you know, older people. Matthew Broderick. I mean, who was it? Somebody else. But then Robin Thicke put together some clues, and he was like Paul Anka because he put the clues together with the casino and all of that. I didn't know he wrote "My Way." That is like one of my favorite songs in the world, but that's definitely my favorite Frank Sinatra song. And yes, I am a Frank Sinatra fan. Okay, I love Frank Sinatra. When I do karaoke, I do Frank Sinatra, and I do "My Way," and it's my shit. Anyway, and I was like, you know what? Sure, why not? Paul Anka. Because like again, sometimes they can put the clues together to a point where I'm like, that makes so much sense. That makes so much sense, right? And they did that for that. They did that with that time for me. Anyway. Um so then it came down to those three, and Jellyfish went right through. So Jellyfish was automatically in the top 6. Then we had a smackdown or takedown, whatever they call it, between Broccoli and Mushroom. Now, Broccoli sang "Take Me Down." I don't even know who sings the daggone song. And they did alright, you know, it was a bop, you know, it was a little ditty, you know. But then Mushroom sang one of my favorite songs also, "A Song for You" by Donny Hathaway. And when he hit that first line, "I've been so many places in my life and time," I said, that's Tay Diggs. I said, that's Tay Diggs. Now, if it ain't Tay Diggs, okay, fine, it ain't Tay Diggs. But in my mind, I was like, oh, that's Tay Diggs. Mm-hmm. Tay mother freaking Diggs. Okay. So it came down to the two of them. Mushroom goes through, and it comes down to the Broccoli. The other guest they had was Martin Short, which I thought wasn't a bad guest either. He's Canadian as well. But again, I'm not sure if Martin Short is that old. I know he's older. But when the mask was revealed, it was absolutely Paul Anka. And y'all know what else I did not know? Jason Bateman is his son-in-law. Who knew that? I didn't know that. Did y'all know that? Child. One of the other guesses was Ringo Starr, which it wouldn't have surprised me if it was Ringo. I know Ringo. Yeah, it wouldn't have surprised me if it was Ringo. One of the clues was like Beatles, but I feel like that was a little too obvious that they would have 5 Beatles there or 4, however many Beatles it was. I feel like that would have been a little too obvious. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like Paul Anka wrote a song for the Beatles. I also did realize he wrote this. But I did not know he wrote "My Way." And then, of course, you know, "Put Your Head on My Shoulder," and a couple of other little bops from the 40s, you know, 50s, whatever, whatever. So, anyway, we are down to the top 6, you guys. 2 from each group A, Group B, and Group C. We're down to those 6. So, we're going to see how this works out. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Who is the damn jellyfish? I already think I know who the mushroom is. But who is the jellyfish, y'all? Y'all let me know. Drop it in them comments. Peace.